Semper Gumby Nation. I'm Ben, and I want to welcome you to the Semper Gumby channel. Well, today we are in the Gumby garage again, and I am doing a video showing you how to minimize the amount of space you can use in the back of your truck to maximize the most amount of gear. Now, as we are still preparing for our trip, we're getting the truck ready, and we will be camping out of this thing most of the time. Well, I'll say all of the whole journey across for an adventure to Yellowstone. And I've got to use the least amount of space in here to maximize the most amount of gear. And today, I'm going to talk about that right there. The Cabela'S Cot side nightstand. So we're going to check it out. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to show you what I did to get this thing fitted in the truck. So let's go. Nightstand. Now, these were originally made for their cots, and basically they would loop up to the side of their cots where, you know, when you went camping or hunting, you could leave your wallet, your flashlight, your keys in any of the pockets, your water bottle and stuff like that. But I've seen a couple videos, especially guys that have been, and girls that have been camping and living out of their truck using this product. And I saw Crazy Quady put this in his rig, and so did Brian Waters. It uses the least amount of space but maximizes the most amount of gear. And where it's mounted against the fire or the bed wall, it's space that you would never have or never would have used unless you're building a cabinet. And I wanted to have as much room here where I can go in and out, especially with Hoku sleeping back there for our trip. Now, the advantages to having something like this is they're handy for hanging gear and storage. They have tons of pockets and storage, so you know, multiple components for gear. Also, the organization, gear organization, so you'll know where everything is and you'll be able to see it. And it's the full length compartment that runs from the end to end and allows you to put a rifle, shotgun, or even fishing poles. So you just don't have them laying out where people can see, or having flopping around, especially fishing poles with hooks. A lot of the fishing poles, when you break them down into two-piece, you know, they're flopping around back there. You can put them in the organizer. Now, the specs for these, they're 78 inches in length, okay? And I have a 5'7", so a 67 inch bed. So I had to modify, and I'll show you what I had to do to get this thing mounted in the truck. Now, the height for that is 13 3/4 inches in height. So it's still off the ground, but it's still easy to be accessible if I need anything. The cot side nightstand is specifically made for a cot. So having it in the truck like this does require some modifications. So I'm going to show you what I did to modify it. Like I just mentioned, the total length of this cot organizer is 78 inches, and my bed is 5'7", so that'd be 67 inches. So I didn't want to cut the canvas or sew or anything like that. So one of the options I did, so what I did to modify the organizer is I folded it over and I placed some Velcro strips on the back. Folded it over, placed a Velcro strip on the back side of that folded section, and I did lose these two pockets, but I can still be accessible if I needed it. And I still have the pockets up in front. Now, when putting or attaching this Velcro to the canvas, they don't stick very well. So I had to use a glue gun and use some hot glue and also glue it along with the adhesive to that. So you can see that right there. And to attach it, the Velcro just goes straight to the carpet. And they're pretty strong to hold any of the items I have. And we'll put some items in here in just a second. So there's a lot of storage in this organizer. You know, this pocket here is lined with fleece, so you know, it protects some electronic device, maybe a cell phone. You do have a zippered pouch here. Here looks like you could put a flashlight and a pen. Another zipper pouch along with a backside opening. Here, I believe a water bottle or a coffee mug, or I'm sorry, coffee travel mug, coffee cup. Then you have mesh bag here where you could put some clothes, socks, some shoes, maybe some other gear like some paper towels, napkins, tackle box, and stuff like that. So pretty cool. And like I said, it keeps everything out of the way, and it's storage that I would have never used on the back side. So now we got pretty much the organizer loaded. I've got my thermocell here for mosquitoes. Of course, I've got my stream light there. I'll put a water bottle and I'll put my wallet and stuff in here. But let's see what I got. I got some paracord, some chicken with rice meals. So if I'm going somewhere where I don't want to dig out a whole lot of stuff, I'll just preload my my meals here. Of course, got my utensils. Got my tackle box, so if I go fishing, I already have it right there. I can pull it out. Of course, I got my radios. So you can put quite a bit of stuff, and the really cool thing is, let me show you. You can put your fishing poles in here. So I've got my 6-foot fishing pole in here. My Piscafin. This is I believe it's 6 feet with my Flame 3000 reel that goes right in there. Now you can take off the reels, or you can just take off if you need it for more storage, or put more than one in there. I like leaving the reel on there, so if I go to somewhere I need to go fishing, I'll just pull out the pole just like that. Also, if you want to carry your rifle with you and don't want to have it laying out and have it discreetly in the back of your bed, the organizer accepts the rifle and you can slide it up all in there. So pretty cool, huh? So what do I think about the Cabela's Cot side nightstand? I think it's a great item to have in the back of your rig truck. With a little bit of modification, you can make it fit in your vehicle. It keeps everything out of the way. It keeps everything organized and everything accessible, and I know where it's all at. So highly recommended, and for $40 to $60, it's a great buy. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it gave you some tips and ideas of how to organize the back of your vehicle. For those who are subscribers, go ahead and comment and hit that like button. For those who aren't subscribers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there on the left, and then hit that bell notification on the top and hit all notifications, and you'll be notified every time we drop a new video. This also helps support the channel, and it will allow me to continue to bring content and provide videos for all of you. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, that we moved our Semper Gumby gear and merchandise to another server. We are no longer using the Teespring website, but we are on the Bonfire, www.bonfire.com. When you go to that webpage, type in Semper Gumby and you'll be brought up to our store. I will also post a link in the description box below where you can get your Semper Gumby gear. We have some new t-shirts out there, some new hoodies. They have the print on the back side. Many of you asked me, when are you going to do some prints on the back side of the shirts and hoodies? Well, we listened to you and we got them now. So go ahead and order you one, and part of the proceeds for your purchase will help fund us go across the United States this summer. So for those who don't know or are new subscribers, I'll be starting here in Tennessee and heading out to eventually get to Yellowstone National Park. Now our tentative route will start technically in Denton, Texas, which is the north of Fort Worth. And we'll be up at Lake Ray Roberts for a couple days, doing some filming and some camping adventures out there. We're going to meet up with another YouTuber, friend of mine, Brian Waters from the Brian Waters Outdoors channel. We got a great site on the Isle du Bois, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And I'll be there for a couple days. Brian's coming for an overnight trip. So if you are in the Denton area and want to come out and to Lake Ray Roberts to hang out and say hello, have a beer, kind of barbecue or campfire talk, come on out. Just message me in the description below and I'll let you know what campsite I'm at. From there, from Denton, we're going to head towards Amarillo, spend a couple of days in Amarillo and check out that area. And then we're going to dip over to New Mexico. So if I got some friends in Albuquerque. I don't know how far I'm going to go into New Mexico, but you're there in Albuquerque or that area, want to come hang out, do a camping, maybe we'll hit some BLM land, let me know. And then from New Mexico we head north and we're going to dip into Colorado and eventually get to the Colorado Springs area, Denver, meet up with a buddy of mine, retired Army warrant, and then spend a couple days in that area, Colorado Springs, check out the area. And then from Colorado, still head north into Wyoming and probably spend a day or two in the Cheyenne area, and then Bighorn, Casper area before dipping into north in the south area of Montana, Billings and Livingston. I do have relatives in Great Falls. I've got to check how far Livingston and everything from Great Falls. It may be an hour or two, but I just want to let them know that I'll be in the area. And then from Livingston, head up into Yellowstone National Park. Be there for, I don't know, a couple days. I know that it's cost $35 for the park entrance and it's good for a week. So I don't have a schedule of how long I'm going to be in the area. I'm just going to take it day by day and play it by ear. Once we get into Yellowstone National Park, I believe it's $35 and it's good for the week. So you can't just be there for a day. You got to spend some time if you want to see the area. And I'll be documenting all this adventure of the summer, calling it this summer adventure series. But coverage in Yellowstone, cell-wise, cell phones or internet is very, very limited. Check out our store, order you a t-shirt, get you some Semper Gumby gear. I don't know why I say Sumper sometimes, Semper Gumby. So order use, check out our store, go to our Semper Gumby store and get you a t-shirt or a hoodie. And I want to thank those who already had ordered. There is an order that's going out, I think the end of this week or either beginning of next week. So thank you again for supporting the channel, and always be kind to your neighbors. Look after them, treat them well, spend time with your family, and tell them that you love them, because you'll never know how long they got left on this earth. And be a good ambassador. And no matter what life throws at you, you know, always be Semper Gumby.